Oh, the smoke, the smoke. Hi guys, it's Dustin and what? Hi guys, it's Dustin and wait, I already forgot my intro. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I have a live studio audience. Because set is on fire. Set is on fire right now. Hi guys, it's Dustin, and thank you so much for parking your boat with me. I'm back with a microphone, sock, and a dream. And you guys might be thinking, Dustin, your room looks different. Huh, what's going on here? Yeah, we're outside. Park your butt outside edition. So, woo woo woo. I don't think that you guys could hear that, but I am here with a few people. Maybe they'll make a feature. Maybe they'll come in. I don't know. We'll see. If you guys aren't watching the YouTube video version right now, I highly recommend you guys watch that shit because we outside right now. There's literally a tent right here right now, and you can see this beautiful forestry behind me. So I didn't have an episode pre-recorded this week, and clearly I'm camping and doing stuff. So I was like, oh, you know what would be fun? If I filmed a podcast outside while I camp. So that is exactly what we are doing. This is a little bit new. This is a little bit strange. I might be a little bit awkward. I might be a bit monotone and maybe even more quiet today because clearly there's people around me. I have a live studio audience. Also, these campgrounds, a little weird. We're in Sunset Bay National Park in Oregon right now. And these camp spots are like right next to each other. Like I've never seen these type of camp spots before. They're kind of like parking lots. They're kind of like little garages, little drive-ins. So our neighbors are right there. Like they could probably hear me if they were here right now. They could probably hear me talk right now. Anyway, this is fun. This is fun. This is interesting. I hope this looks as cool as I think it's gonna look. And currently behind us, they are cooking our lovely dinner of 99-cent hot dogs and cooking black beans on a pan. Huh? Baked beans on a pan. Not black beans? Okay, guys, it's baked beans. It's baked beans. Also, yes, I did have to get an electric generator from my significant other's father and bring it all the way out here just to plug in my laptop to record this thing. So I hope you guys appreciate the effort. Okay, if you guys did, please like this video and subscribe to my Patreon. Let's subscribe to my Patreon. Also, speaking of Patreon, let's do Patreon plug. Patreon plug. I really hope you guys can hear that. I don't know if you guys can. Like it only like picks up like this general area right here. So I don't know. Patreon plug. Okay, they heard that. If you guys did not know, I have a Patreon because I make no money from this podcast other than from AdSense. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. But if you guys would like to show me extra support, you can go over to Patreon. I post a weekly extended episode of 30 minutes each week, along with doing the Getting Deep in the Passenger Seat segment. I get questions from there. I prioritize questions from there, but also it's free right now. It's free right now. If you guys want to ask me a question, leave in the comments. I'll scroll through. This week, I don't think I'm going to do that segment because I have actually no data. I have no Wi-Fi, so I can't find any questions to answer. Along with that, you can also get a shout out at the end of the podcast. There's a little cute little end screen. That is a new thing that we implemented. So you'll get a little shout out. If you guys want a little shout out at the end of your name, then go over to Patreon. Also this week, for the 30-minute extended episode, we also have an on-the-go episode, okay? I actually recorded a podcast with my significant other and his friends, and we did a little road trip podcast. So if you guys want to listen to that, go listen to that. Honestly, I also did record that audio on my phone, so hopefully it's fine. Hopefully it's all right. I think it's fine from what I heard. From when I was editing it, it was fine. But this is actually basically my first time camping. I've never gone camping other than this one time when I was in 6th grade and some family friends took me, but I don't really remember it that well. And I also, since I was a child, didn't have to do anything. So this is the first time I'm actually camping, for real. This is our tent. This is the other tent over there. Not the most comfortable thing in the world, I'm not gonna lie to you. My neck hurts. My neck does hurt. But, you know, it gets the job done. And I get the job done. Ciao for round. We went to the beach today, laid out. Also, I am in Oregon right now, but I am spending like 10 days in Seattle to spend a little bit of summertime here, except it's cold, question mark? Yeah. Who is gonna tell me it's cold in Seattle during summertime? It's June and it's not 80 degrees? No, it's 60, guys. And these bitches are like, it's not even that cold, it's not even that cold. Can you tan? Our neighbors just spotted my podcast setup. The Pacific Northwest is cold as fuck, and it's June. And, you know, I'm still grateful today we did get to lay out in the sun. One of us got a little sunburn, and I think that means it's summertime. We're getting summer vibe. Also, guys, I think I might be going on a boat this week. And this is your sign, guys, if you have any white friends out there, keep them close. Keep them close this time of year, because I'm going on a boat. Maybe? Question mark? We'll see. Hopefully. And y'all know I'll post some pictures of that boat. Keep your white friends close this season. I feel like that one episode of Emergency Intercom when they were at Big Sur and they were just walking around the forest with mics on. This is what I feel like right now. They're roasting some wieners as we speak. How's it looking?
One's on fire.
Oh. It's also like squiggled. So I didn't write that many talking points this week. Again, guys, this is kind of on a whim, but I have a few things. I'm gonna do my weekly check-in, and then we might throw in some features. We might throw in some features, some special guests. Okay, and you guys might even get a little soft launch of my significant other. I might recap this week. So we went to a little graduation, and I haven't been to a graduation in ages. Like, I went to my little sister's graduation, but I haven't been to like a real graduation in so long. They're long and boring as fuck. Like, you sit there, you listen to speech. Guys, if you are giving a speech, keep it 5 minutes max. Okay? If you are keeping your speech longer than 5 minutes, it's not effective. You know no one's going to be listening to a set of that. Okay? Now, according to the audience, the present speaker at the SU grad, people here think they're fine as fuck. Mind you, they're like 40 years old. 50? 60? 56? Okay, he looks kind of good for 56, I think. Also, guest speaker. I've never seen a celebrity guest speaker before at a grad, okay? And this grad, we had Miss Anna Faris. Now, I know we talked about this on the Patreon bonus episode, but she's Anna Faris, all right. Yeah, she's got that. Just imagine every character she's ever played. That's like exactly who she is. And I thought she was gonna pull like a little like Paris Hilton, like I'm secretly actually really smart. But maybe she was still playing a character though. But I will say her speech wasn't very put together. It was very bullet points. At one point she said, "Be yourself," and then she started talking about marriage and was like, "I've been divorced twice, but I'm married now." So she gave a really funny speech though. I think she was like she was treating it more of like an acceptance speech than an actual, I don't know, what are you supposed to inspire kids or whatever? I don't know. Was that inspiring? Who knows? You guys should Google that. Look that up on YouTube and see it. From the graduate right now, he said no. We also went to the No Kings protest. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about that. Went to the Seattle one. There was about estimated 70,000 people there. Very busy, quite warm, but it was a very good and inspiring time. And I'll also leave resources in the description box I feel like if you're my audience, y'all already know what's up, so I don't need to explain this shit. But my sign, we made signs. Mine said, "The only royalty I support are drag queens." Ah, there's a bug. Okay. Lastly, for weekly check-in, last week I was in Sacramento and I went to my friend Grant's concert. Grant Perez. If you guys want to listen to his music, check him out. Yes? Hall. Dinner. Bon appetit. We got beans. Oh, thank you. We got 2 hot dogs on a bun with beans on top and some salt and pepper chips. Anyway, I went to my friend's concert and it was very strange to see my friends in my hometown because I feel like no one ever is there. And I also got to take my sister to her very first concert, which was very cool to take her to one of my friend's concerts. So then, I don't know, she could just have a little cool experience, a little bit of VIP treatment. We got to go to the green room and see the concert from like this up view from this little window. And it was cute. And she got to meet my friends and she hasn't gotten to meet a lot of my LA friends before. So That was really cool. And I think it was just really cool to take my sister to her first concert. And she seemed to have fun. She seemed to enjoy it a lot. And that is pretty much it for weekly check-in. I guess mental check-in. Let's see. I feel fine. I feel all right. We're still going through it a little bit, but I'm escaping this next week or so and trying to be on that summer vibe. Lately, I've been comparing a lot to my last summer. A lot to like just because last summer traveled for 3 months straight, didn't have to work, didn't do nothing. Every day I was kind of like, what am I going to do today? And all I could do is just like lay around in the sun and journal, and that's all I did all summer. Of course, I'm going to be freaking happy. But life's looking up. We're doing fine. Okay, I'm out in nature. Look at this view. Look at this view. Oh, okay. She got vocals. Let's do a taste test. There's no ketchup on it. Oh, the ketchup's in the beans. I didn't know that either. It tastes exactly what you think it tastes like. Oh, she's singing Taylor. We got a Swiftie. It tastes like a wet hot dog with beans. Can you take this back while I record?
The hot dogs aren't wet. They were grilled over a fire. So
Okay, well, the inside is wet.
Oh,
The inside's wet.
sorry. Hi.
Your face is gonna be blurred.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
That's pretty much it for the weekly check-in. Let's get into some talking points. I don't have many. All right, first up, I want to talk about the Doja Cat drama. Have y'all heard? Have y'all seen that? Probably not, because it's not that big of a deal. But basically with the drama, there's this video of this drunk gay guy and Doja at the club or something outside. And they're drunk and they're like vibing. They're like having a key. They're like hugging. She says she likes his shirt, takes off the shirt, obviously gives it to Doja, and then they hug and like they're having this grand time. Next thing you know, she starts tweeting, talking shit about this guy and being like, I threw away that sweaty ass shirt. And I'm like, now a lot of people are trying to defend Doja and they're kind of like, oh, like consent and like he was kind of like too touchy and stuff like that. But I feel like if she wasn't a celebrity, everyone would have thought this was just a very normal interaction between two drunk people outside a club having a good time. And like also she was like putting the leg up on him, doing all this, and I'm kind of just like, you also could have just walked away. You're a celebrity. You have security. You could walk away. That being said, though, I do like that new Doja Cat song that's gonna come out, and I hope it comes out soon. Like, I love Doja. She's like, she's kind of weird, but hey, that girl can make music, and I will be bumping. And if it's a good album, I'll catch me at the tour. But you know what? You can call out your favorite people, and that's fine. And that's fine. And in this case, I think she was whack. And also, I think to a certain point, it's kind of like, obviously consent, but also, this was just a little interaction outside a club. You could have easily left and gone somewhere else. But that's my thoughts. So we're actually in a really, like, conservative town. There's, like, Trump flags everywhere. I'm talking Trump everything, Trump everywhere. But surprisingly, we haven't got hate crimed yet. And I've been holding hands a lot. And we're a group of POC. Oh, -1. And so far, so good. How living better than SF. Better than San Francisco. Surprisingly. And everyone's been super nice. Like, our little neighbors here, like, chopped up little kindling for us because we didn't know how to start a fire. Yeah, it's been a good time. Roasted s'mores. Also, guys, how many s'mores do you guys usually eat? I feel like s'mores are good, but only about 2. Only about 2 for me personally. Other than that, it's getting cold. It's getting chilly. Oh my gosh. Also, I'm living out. If you guys listened to my first episode where I talked about my new... was it the first episode? I hope so. The first episode where I talked about my New Year's goals. I talked about how I made a vision board, and like a lot of it was wanting to be out in nature, wanting to visit national parks, want to be out there. And my vision board is coming true. Okay? Guys, I'm in my vision board right now. Whoa. This is so weird to have an audience. I feel like I can't I can't talk. I feel this need, like, every time I talk, I look over to you guys, see your reaction. I'm like, okay, moving on. Well, I ran out of points. I have nothing else to talk about. I already did, kind of. I don't know if I actually even told you guys about this. It might have just been on Patreon, but I ended up signing up for this website called Trusted House Sitters because I was like, if you guys have watched the most previous episode or like the episode before that, I was talking about how I want to move, but I don't know where I want to move. And like, I need to explore a little bit more because I'm thinking like I want to stay in California, but I'm like, I don't know. Well, like, one spot is San Francisco. I was like, do I want to stay in San Francisco? I don't know. Because every time I visited it, haven't been in love. I'm not going to lie. Haven't been in love. Not much to, I don't know. I've only been there as a tourist though, so I'm not going to hate. I'm not going to hate. But I've been there quite a few times and just haven't really been in love with it. But I feel like I haven't really explored the residential area of San Francisco because all my other family's from the Bay, so I do visit quite often, but I just haven't really tapped into that much. Every time I went to San Francisco, it was either for like, it was for tourist stuff. You know, we were in the tourist section. I'm talking Fisherman's Wharf. All right. So then one night I was on TikTok. Boom. I got a TikTok of this girl who was in Hawaii for a month taking care of these 2 dogs. And she was talking about this website called Trusted House Sitters, which is basically just like a website where you like sign up to house sit for people and you take care of pets and stuff like that for free stay. And I was like, oh my God, this might be the answer to everything because there's those like working situations where you work on a farm or whatever, but all my friends who have done that have always talked shit about it because you have to do so much work. The hours are crazy. You don't actually have time to like really explore or do anything and it drains your body. While I feel like house sitting, much easier, especially if you're taking care of cats like I am. So I spent that night up to 1 a.m. researching this website, looking at all the TikToks, seeing if it's legit or not. Seems legit, has really good reviews. Signed up for it because you also have to pay a subscription for it. It's like $100-ish a year. Not that bad though. If you think about it, one night at a hotel is $100. So signed up for that website, made my profile, right? Here's the thing, guys. I grew up with one dog. We had a few fishes here and there, goldfish. They died after a week. And then we had one turtle. I don't know what happened to him. Probably dead. Here's the thing. I want to take care of cats. Okay. So signing up for this website, you have to make a whole profile. You have to like literally put in your ID and like get security checked and everything like that. So I did that. And then when I was building my profile, I had to like try to find photos. Also, I don't have that many photos with animals, which is what they like to see on that website. So I signed up. I had to like scroll through my phone for like an hour to try to find photos. All of them are blurry as fuck. And I have like 2 photos of cats, with just like random cats, one of them being my significant other's roommate's cat. So I just put that photo in, blurry. And then in the bio, I kept it broad. I was like, I grew up with a lot of animals and I just love animals. Generally love animals, all animals. Grew up with so many animals. Guys, I grew up with 1 Chihuahua. And I also was like, grew up with a neighborhood full of cats. Not a lie. My best friend growing up had a cat. And there's some cats roaming around. I give them a pet here and there. Anyway, that being said, it worked. I sent in an application for this nice house for this kitten in San Francisco for like 10 days in July. So I'm spending 10 days in San Francisco in July. And I made it happen. I did it. And I'm taking care of this little cat. His name's Yeti. I'll probably vlog, honestly. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it felt really weird. I had to do this whole interview. We video called. They were really chill. They were like those chill white families and like met the fam, met the kids, met the husband. It was a whole thing. And I was kind of in my like interview voice like, hi, nice to meet you. Oh my God, you play guitar? I play guitar when I was talking to her kid. That being said, I'm in. We made it. And I'm taking care of a cat. And catch me in Italy soon because I'm going to apply to Italy next and we'll see what happens. I really love this dynamic right now. Is this cool, guys? Should I do more park your butt outside and just in random places I'm outside? I don't know where else I would be, but I think this is really cool. Maybe every time I go camping, I don't know. That might be too much though, honestly. And also I'm kind of like, it's kind of hard to talk in public as old people walk by with their dogs. So, but I really love this dynamic. Is this cool? I could have just recorded this on my phone, but I think this is cooler to have the whole setup outside. Story time. I could tell the story about my one bad hostel experience.
Oh, I'm ready.
When I went backpacking last year. Now, I did say this on Patreon like a couple months back, but I think it's been long enough where I can share it on here. So, if you guys did not know, I went backpacking last summer for like 3.5 months in Europe, Asia, and Australia. And I had pretty good hostel experiences, like super fun, made a bunch of friends, got drunk. It was great. Now, in Australia, I specifically was in the Gold Coast. Wait, is this my one bad experience? Do I have two? I'm just gonna talk about the one I'm thinking about. So I was in the Gold Coast. Oh, also, if you don't know what a hostel is, it's basically a place where you sleep in a room with like 8 other people for quote unquote cheap stay, even though that bitch is still $50 and you literally get a sheet and a shared shower, but whatever. You know what? It's better than staying in an actual hotel. You do save a little bit of money, I'll give them that. But oh my god, if you're staying in Europe, guys, sometimes it's better just to pay for the actual hotel. Like, I swear, like double check that the hotel, because these hostel prices are going up, especially with that like backpacking trend going on right now. Where yes, I did participate, but like I can tell those prices are going up. So I was in Australia. I was specifically in the Gold Coast, and this was a really nice hostel. It was kind of like it felt like a hotel. The bathroom was really nice. You could tell it was really renovated. It was amazing. So I go into this hostel, check into my room. What's happening? What's happening? Someone's choking on set. Choke undies. Choke undies nuts.
You landed it.
Guys, have you guys heard of that joke, choke undies? Have you heard of that brand, choke undies? That underwear brand that's trending, guys, choke undies? Anyway, I tried doing that joke to them and they didn't set it up. You're supposed to be like, have you heard of that choke undies brand? And you're like, yeah, choke undies. You never heard of choke undies? That underwear brand, choke undies? And they're supposed to say, what's choke undies? And then you say, choke undies nuts. But none of them were saying, what's choke undies? I was just like, guys, didn't you hear about them? Like that crazy thing that happened? And they're like, what happened? And then I couldn't tell the joke. So anyway, try that joke. The only person it's worked on so far is my sister. So check into my hostel and there's these like, I don't know, Irish, British type people in my room. And I'm like, and they're relatively young. They're like my age and they're boyfriend and girlfriend and they're laying in the same bed. Now, what do I have to say about this? First of all, I'm pretty sure that's not allowed. You're not allowed to like check into a hostel and like check in as 2 people or just one person and then both of you stay in the hostel in one bed. Does that make sense? Like you have to each have a separate bed. So they were laying in the bed together. They seemed nice. We were like, hello, hey, whatever. Chatted a little bit. Kind of like basic hostel talk, I guess. And they seemed fine. Then at this point in my trip, it was like my 3rd month in. I was dead ass exhausted. So like that week in Gold Coast, literally, I did not explore Gold Coast at all. I was just on the beach every single day. So that night I was going to sleep early. So I was just laying in bed all day. And then they left to go out. And they're like, bye. I'm like, bye. I get ready for bed, turn off my light. I'm thinking I'm going to have a peaceful sleep. I'm like, oh, this is the nice ass hostel. Like very clean, amazing. Sleep. Then I wake up to a big ass naked man trying to get into my bed. And guys, you know who that man was? It was the boyfriend. So, also guys, keep in mind, I don't have my contacts in. I can't see shit. It's dark. I'm scared a little bit because this has never happened to me before. Everyone's always been like chill, like whatever. So I wake up. And at first, like, actually, I'm not that scared in the moment. I wake up because I'm just thinking, oh, he's drunk. So I push him off the bed. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, wrong bed over there. Thinking he's drunk. He just stands there, shling dong, right in my face like this. I'm like, wrong bed over there, go to your girlfriend, over there. He's non-responsive. He like murmurs. And then he tries to get into my bed again. And then I have to push him harder. So I'm like, get up. Also, this is a much taller dude than me. Yeah. So then this time, the second time around, I'm like, what the fuck's going on right now? I'm like, are you drunk? Are you on drugs? What's happening, dude? Hey, what's happening? And he says, no, I'm not. And this is when I get scared because I'm like, oh my God, wait, he's not drunk. He's not on drugs. Oh, wait, can I say that? I'm about to get R word. Okay? I'm about to get assaulted. So I start getting scared because I'm blind. And this man supposedly isn't drunk or on drugs. But I don't know. This did scar me a little bit, just for a day though. So basically, this is what ended up happening. I push him off a third time, and I'm like, "Do I need to call the front?" And then he's like, "No," or whatever, and like murmuring and stuff. And then his girlfriend finally wakes up and is like, "Come over here, come over here." Doesn't get up to grab him or anything. Like he's still up. She's just laying there. I'm like, "Girl, come get your man." Like what is happening? And then, guys, get this. Okay, so my eyes were closed at this point, but I'm hearing noises, right? And he did not get into the bed. You guys may be seeing some smoke on the camera right now, and that's because the fireplace, the fire is going crazy. Now the story gets crazier. Okay, so the girl doesn't get up, but she's like, come here. So he finally like leaves me alone, right? And then I'm like trying to like kind of go to sleep, but I'm also still on alert, obviously, because this naked man tried getting in my bed, butt ass naked. Then I hear some sounds, some dribbles right next to my bed. I hear some liquid. And you guys know what happened? He peed next to my bed because I guess he thought it was the bathroom. Now, this wasn't confirmed until I woke up, stepped out of my bed, and I stepped in some wet carpet. And here's the thing, guys. Also, I don't know what I was on, but I decided not to move hostels to hostel rooms till like 2 days later. So I kept on accidentally stepping in that pee for like the next 2 days. And then I had to like put like toilet paper down to like remind me to not step there. So yeah, and then the next morning I wake up and he's gone. Only his girlfriend. So then his girlfriend like apologizes to me and is like, "I don't even know what happened." And I'm like, "It's fine. I literally have to go to the beach to like zen out and like like comprehend what just happened to me because I kind of got assaulted." So yeah, and then the guy finally came, and this is how I realized like, oh, things don't really affect me that much because after I went to the beach I was completely fine, and then when I came back to the hostel he came up to me and apologized because he was really drunk. But that's what was scary because I didn't know he was drunk, so then I kind of just thought like he was just trying to do something. But then he did end up apologizing to me, and I was like, "It's fine." He was like, "No, it's not," and I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. So, yeah. And then I was like, "Did you pee right?" Because I also thought maybe it was just a water spot. And I was like, "Did you pee right there?" He says, "I don't know." So, yeah. And then I didn't move till 2 days later because then it really started smelling like pee. And I was like, "Oh, this is definitely pee." So then I moved. So that was my one bad hostel experience, but I recovered quick. And, don't let this deter you from going to hostels, guys, because like that was like my one bad hostel experience after like so many hostels in 3 months. So anyway, that's that story. And for the rest of the day, I think we're just gonna eat dinner. We're gonna get belligerently drunk, hopefully. And I think we're gonna go on a little night walk. And maybe hammock. And maybe even skinny dip. We'll see. The water here is hella cold. But I would like to. It's on my summer bucket list, so I really love the skinny dip. And we got ice cream today from this place. Very good. Got some cheesecake flavor, got a lavender flavor. Moving on to getting deep in the passenger seat. This is a segment where I answer your guys' questions. Except today, I don't have any Wi-Fi, so I can't actually look at your guys' questions. So we're going to get a question from the audience here. Oh, we actually have truth or drink cards. So we're going to answer one of those questions. Tonight, I'm going to get drunk on some wine. Yeah. Is there wine left? Isn't there half the bottle left? Or did you drink a lot of it? That's a heavy pour. Truth or drink. New segment, truth or drink. Come into the audience. Come into the audience, I said. That's what she said. Guys, I really like red wine. I think wine drunk is the best drunk.
Number 1 is, what was your most embarrassing moment that transpired in public? Let's all relive it.
Okay, that's gonna take some thinking. Give me one more.
And then the second one is one you've already answered. If I were perfume or cologne, but this is like to you, what would your top heart and base notes be?
All right, guys. So if you guys ever wondered what I smell like, this is what I smell like. I answered this yesterday pretty perfectly because I already knew what I smell like. So, top notes probably like some type of white pepper. White pepper, white rice, and also Earl Grey and rose sometimes. Because I use the Glossier U, the Diptyque Le Papier, and Joe Malone's Earl Grey and Cucumber. So if you ever want to rose Malone. Oh, and sometimes the Diptyque Rose. I don't have embarrassing moments. I can't think of any. Like, at least I know I have them. I just can't think of them. Also, I'm surprised no bugs have been, like, eating me alive this trip. I don't know why. Catch me being wine drunk. Maybe bonus video. Drunk night walk. Guys, I've thought of a better thing. Actually, I'm going to have everyone here come up to me and say something. Guys, we're going to do on Ox this week, but with everyone here. And that will probably take up all the time. So basically on Ox is I say my favorites of the week. When it comes to music, anything, movies, stuff like that. On Ox this week. First off, we all watched Tu Wong. Wait, let me look up what the actual name is. Tu Wong Fu, Thank You, Julie Newmar. Something like that. You guys should recommend it. Patrick Swayze's in it. Who else is in it? Who? Wesley Snipes. And they play drag queens. And it's very wholesome. And I think it's also very important for everyone to watch right now in these times. Okay. Also, it's really cool that these two actors who like play such like usually manly roles took up these roles to be drag queens. And I don't know. I think it was really cool. It was hilarious. And also, I feel like I get nervous because sometimes when I get recommended, because I got recommended this movie from one of my friends. And usually when I get recommended movies from like my friends who have like Letterboxd and stuff, sometimes they're like too artsy and not fun. But this one was like really fun and actually funny and like consumable for everybody. So if you guys want like a movie that's like generally like consumable for everybody, y'all should watch that movie. And that's what's on Ox this week. As for music, apparently Billy Martin's album dropped, so I have to listen to that. Okay, also on Ox this week is My Love by Hannah Jadagu, Are You Lonesome Like Me, The Feminine Complex, Sleeping In, The Radio Department, Okay My Love, The Shaladas, Rockman by McGee, Nice to Each Other by Olivia Dean, Famous Again by Addison Rae. And that is what is on Ox this week for me.
I was convinced to watch What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show on Hulu for the first time. Kind of obsessed. It's really funny.
I started that.
Taika Waititi is like the director. He's hilarious. Yeah, that's my on Ox.
And that is Catherine's on Ox. This is so fun. I've never had anyone else do this before. Okay. This is everyone's Ox that's here actually, because this is what we've been listening to.
Yeah. I have a CD player from my mom. Shout out, Mom. And it's like, I don't know what it is, but it's cool. And we're listening to this CD. I don't know if you can see it. CD like on repeat.
Ella Fitzgerald, the Irving Berlin Songbook.
On Ox this week is the Pitch Perfect movies. We, of course, procrastinated doing stuff for finals and watched all three of them. I had remembered liking the second one the best, but after watching them all in a row, the first one is definitely the best. The third one is garbage. Not good. Second one is okay. I like yeah, it's fine.
And that is what's on Ox this week. Okay, guys, this might be a shorter episode. I don't know, but hey, I think this was fun. Had a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, leave a comment, leave a review. I haven't said that in a while, actually. Leave a 5-star review on Spotify. Leave a comment on YouTube. Give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys want to subscribe to my Patreon, I'll see you guys over there. Okay, that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for parking your butt with me. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.